Hi guys, it's Chrissy from So Much To Do, So Little Time. Right, okay, so I'm going to give you a little guided tour as to what I've made so far over the past 3 weeks with my lovely sewing machine. So you hear that funny noise in the background, it's just my dog's feet on our wooden floor. He's over there, he's called Jake. There he is. Jakey! There's Jakey! Jakey's an old boy, that's a good boy. Right, okay, so the very first piece of item that I made was actually this crop top for my daughter. As you know, I went out and bought a sewing machine for the reason that I wanted to make her a costume, and I found this gorgeous fabric which fitted her music perfectly. So I thought I'm going to give it a little go, see how it goes. So I used one of her current crop tops as a template. I didn't actually use a pattern. I haven't actually used a pattern for any of my work yet. That's something that I need to embark on and probably do another video about how to make something out of a pattern for the first time in the future. So I cut a front section out and then I cut a second section out, and as you can see, I put some elastic, well actually you can't see, but I put some elastic around the bottom like her one did that she was already wearing for her dance classes, and I've used the zigzag, which stretches really, really nicely with the Lycra. And when you're working with Lycra, I was given a tip to make sure you use 4-way stretch Lycra. That's the best one to work with. And I read lots of reviews about how difficult it is to work with Lycra, but actually it wasn't too bad. And she came home from her weekend at her dad's. I'd made this without even trying it on her, and it fitted perfectly. I just had to take it in a little bit at the side because it's a little bit too big around the bottom. Then we had some leftover fabric, so she said, "Mummy, can you make me some leggings?" I didn't quite have enough fabric for leggings, but I used a pair of her shorts that she had in her room and made these little matching shorts, so that makes a really cute little outfit, and she's already worn both of them to her dance classes and loves them. Right, okay, then over here, what I've made is some little drawstring bags. These are easy peasy. You just have to get some fabric, some nice fabric that you like. I wanted to make drawstring bags for my children's shoes. So I've got the larger ones are for their tap shoes, and then the smaller one here is for ballet shoes. And all you have to do is get a piece of fabric, stitch a seam around the bottom and up the side. Obviously you do the fabric inside out, you don't do it the right way around, because if you do it the right way around it would look messy, and when you turn it back to the right way around it looks gorgeous. And then you just do a seam. If I stretch it out a little bit, you fold back the fabric, you do a seam along here with the rope already in place. You just make sure that you're not actually sewing the fabric onto the rope, because otherwise it won't be a drawstring bag and it won't work properly. And then you just burn the ends of the rope so that they don't fray anymore. You tie 2 knots, and then you tie 1 main knot, and then you give it a tug, and ta-da, you have a gorgeous drawstring bag that you can use for anything. So Alfie's bag I made just the right size for his shoes and for his ballet shoes. Chloe's one, she's a little bit older and is unicorn crazy, and Alfie is train crazy. As she's unicorn crazy, I made one out of this unicorn fabric that I found and that was on offer. And I made it a bit bigger because I thought, well, if she's got like a jumper or something, she can always use that, or she can use it for something else. And then I thought, right, I'm going to have a go at making something for the home, because I'm always making things for the kids. So I've made 2 cushions for the lounge, and then this weekend I've also made a cushion for each of my children. So on the front, this is my little boy, this is a fleece. So I wanted to try my sewing machine out with fleece, and it was fantastic. It was brilliant. I had it on a straight stitch, and then on the back I've got a nice plain grey. I did try to use the sewing machine with the current foot for the zip, but it didn't work very well. I had to kind of force it through a little bit, and it made a few mistakes. Alfie doesn't notice, he doesn't mind, he still loves his cushion, but it wasn't perfect, and I'm quite a perfectionist, and that sort of thing drives me mad. So when I did Chloe's, which is here, I've ordered a zipper foot now, but I stitched where is the zip? The zip, I stitched it by hand, looks a bit neater. but for her, she loves mint green. So we found this like fleecy sort of type fabric. It's just soft, and the same backing. So that was just a cheap, I think it was £4 a metre, cotton from my local shop. And then the creme de la creme, the main piece that I've been working on, which was why I got into sewing in the first place, was Chloe's costume. So I've managed to make her catsuit. If I find somewhere to hang it, that would be good. I need to find somewhere to hang it. So that's the top of it. So what I'll do is I'll find somewhere to, and then lie down. And then around the feet, she's got some little diamante detail. And then she's got the same diamantes around the neckline and around the wrists. And this is like nice stretchy elastic, and that I used on the back to tighten up the back. It's got like a nice cross on the back. And this probably doesn't look much when I'm holding it like this, but it was a lot of work. She's quite a quirky size because she's so strong in her legs. Her legs are very strong in the thigh area. She's got quite large thighs. So it's been hard, it's been tricky, it's been hard to, it's by no means perfect. It was the first thing I made, so it was a big challenge to start with. But on her, it looks brilliant. And yeah, don't tell anybody because this is her costume for June. So shush, top secret. I hope you liked having a look around the bits and bobs that I've made. Thanks, bye.